So it's the 5th of January 2018. This is the 5th vlog. Let's jump in. So today I want to talk about the goals that I've set myself for the rest of the year. Now, some of these are kind of vague, and I am the first to admit to that. There are just a few things that I haven't quite decided yet. Like I said a few days ago, I've divided my goals into 5 different subcategories to help cover and improve the entirety of my life. So I'm going to work through each one of those categories and kind of give a reason as to why I believe I should be working on that as well. So the first category is titled academic, simply because I don't think anyone should ever stop learning. We should always be looking to improve and always upskill. That's how we continue to hold and increase our own value. So the first goal I have is to really improve my knowledge in the web development and digital marketing sector. This is an area that I have worked in the past. However, due to recent events, I don't feel comfortable or as confident as I have in the past. So I want to regain this confidence and simply get up to date, stay up to date, and make sure that I can produce incredible content, incredible products, and deliver. Now, my second goal is to become fluent in Spanish by the end of the year. I was lucky enough in my past to date a wonderful Spanish girl who really showed me the incredible warmth of the language, the culture, the people. And so I've always been interested in it since. So I've joined Duolingo, Memrise and Tiny Cards, and I've been working diligently and consistently. At the moment I have a 50-day streak, and I'm really starting to comprehend the sentence structure, the grammar and the words. So I'm really happy with that progress, and I think that's an achievable goal by the end of the year. And the final goal that I have for my academic sector is to complete all of the math, science and economic modules in Khan Academy. Now, Khan Academy is a great online resource for high school to university students, and quite frankly, in high school I did not give math and science the credit that it is due. I did really well in economics, but I feel like I've lost touch with a lot of ideas and concepts, so I want to update my knowledge and make sure that I'm up to scratch. So the next topic is health and fitness. Now, this is a broad area that I could do an entire video on, but I've got these goals and they're quite vague for a reason, and I'll explain that in a later video. So my first goal is to reach all of my health goals. Now, this includes my diet, my energy levels, my immune system, and other related topics. Basically, I don't eat as well as I should. I think my immune system's a bit below average, but below par, and I think I could improve it through healthy eating choices, exercise and more. And finally, my energy levels, they've been terrible recently. So I want to improve those and build up some stamina, so later on in the day, after a long day of work, I don't have to take a nap or have a third or fourth coffee. The second goal in my health and fitness sector is to complete my core goals. Now, my core goals are split up into 2 sections, strength and cardio. Now, cardio was the first exercise I really committed to. I used to go for a long distance run every single night, and I remember back then I had a lot more energy, I was a lot happier, and it was a really good anchor to the day. Regardless of what had happened, I knew that I had to do that run, and that I had a time to beat, and I had a pace to keep. And it was a really addictive, but really, really healthy habit to keep, Now, my strength goals, they're a bit different. I've always been afraid of the gym. I didn't go when I first joined university, and I only started to go to the gym last year at the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017. I'd moved in with these fantastic people who were all about the gym, and it showed. They are in great physical condition. And I realized what I could be if I put in the effort, I kept the discipline, and I ate well. And I enjoyed myself at the gym. I really did enjoy seeing the progress. I enjoyed reaching new personal limits, and quite frankly, at my height, I feel like I could definitely bulk up a little bit more. My final goal for health and fitness is to complete my skill goals. Now, personally, I've wanted to learn how to fight and learn how to box for quite some time. That stems from some other issues, but basically, I'd like to know how to defend myself if I ever need to. Not to mention, boxers are known for their insane levels of discipline, something that I do lack and I am aware of. So I feel like if I take part in boxing, I can kind of kill two birds with one stone whilst staying fit and whilst having something different to kind of change up the week a little. The other skill goal that I really want to do is learn how to swim. Now I'm quite tall, I'm 6'5", and I've never really had to learn how to swim. I've always been tall enough to walk on the beach, well into the water up to my shoulders, that sort of thing, or in the swimming pools. So I've kind of been able to like cheat my way through swimming and things like that. And quite frankly, with the plans I have in the future, that's not going to cut it. So I need to learn, and I need to learn soon, because it's such an enjoyable experience anyway. The next topic is personal goals. Now these are entirely related to me, and some I will give in-depth reasons to, and some I'll save for other videos. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint, so if there's no answers or if there's something that you're not sure about, trust me, it'll show up later. So the first thing I want to do is regain my independence. So I want to move out from my family home right now. I'm currently living with my parents after a medical issue last year, but I am getting better, and I think this year I will be able to move out and regain my independence in a really, really good way. So I'm really looking forward to that. The second goal in this sector is to complete my skill-related goals. Now this is different to the fitness and health skill goals, but I want to learn how to cook really, really well. I know right now, and I've been improving over the last few weeks, but I feel like I've got a long way to go before I can really be comfortable in my cooking skills, and there's no time like the present to learn. The other skills that I want to learn include photography and playing guitar. I used to play guitar as a kid, I lost track of it, and I've been looking at guitars recently on Facebook Marketplace, and I just think, why not? It would be a fantastic way to express myself. Finally, my last goal in the personal sector is kind of funny. It's to start vlogging by 2020. I had given myself quite a lot of time with this. I wrote this before I started the new year, and quite frankly, I was kind of surprised at how easy it has been to vlog. So I'm going to keep that goal, and instead of vlogging, I'm just going to set some personal goals to achieve with the vlogging and my personal brand, I think. So the next sector of my life is the professional sector. Now this involves all of my personal finance, my entrepreneurial stuff, and quite frankly, it's very important. I think as a society, we value people by their careers, by what they contribute to society. For instance, we value a CEO more than we value a worker. And that's a whole different topic for another time, but let's jump into my goals. So the first goal I have in my professional sector is to become financially independent. Right now, I have some debt that I'd like to clear off, and I don't know if I'd be able to meet all of my commitments if I were to leave home right now. So just got to keep improving and get to a point where I can do that. And then, it'll be bombs away sort of thing. Everything will kind of fall into place. So that's a really important goal for me this year. The second goal is to accomplish all of my primary business goals. Again, very vague, but I haven't quite decided what I plan to do with this year. But it's only the 5th, so I have time. I have, like I said before, I have been working in the digital marketing sector, and I have had my own business there. I'm not sure if I want to continue with that or work for someone else, but that is a decision to come along later, and those goals will reflect appropriately. I'll make another video to reflect those, I promise you. I promise me. The last goal in the professional sector is to achieve all of my secondary goals. Now, diversification is a must in anything related to finance or business. You can't have all of your income coming from one source. It's too risky. So savings, investment portfolios, things like that, that is what I'm talking about when I talk about my secondary business goals, or investing in a different venture altogether outside of digital marketing. Again, very important. I don't expect to be starting another business or making any considerable investments, but I do expect myself to be able to maybe offset 10 to 15% of my income by the end of the year. Finally, the last sector I have of my goals is the social and love sector. I'll be the first one to admit that when it comes to social interaction, social behavior, I'm not as smart as other people. There are some things that I completely miss, and there's a lot of practice I've never had simply because I chose to stay inside and play video games rather than go out and socialize like a normal kid. So I think there's a lot of catching up to do, but I think just by putting my hand up and saying, yep, I'm not too confident with this, or yep, I'm not good with public speaking or approaching strangers, I can really make a difference. I can understand where my weaknesses lie, I can learn, and I can practice. So the first goal in my social and love sector is to take part in 2 hobbies. Now these have to be brand new hobbies, they can't be anything that I've had before, and they have to include other people. Again, I am quite an independent person, I don't really like to need anyone else, and I don't like interacting with other people as much as I have in the past due to recent conditions and events. That'll be explained later, but basically I want to get to that point previously where I was happy to approach strangers, where I was happy to strike up a conversation or try something new. But I want to then take it beyond that. I really want to make it just a regular part of my life, just something that doesn't intimidate me, something that doesn't sort of make me second guess myself. The second goal that I have is to achieve all of my social goals. So I have a very close and small group of friends, and I'm more than happy with that. I feel like you can really trust and count on those people. But I also am aware that, you know what, I am lacking in social capital. Now the last goal of my social and love sector is to meet all of my romantic goals. Now at the moment, I wouldn't date myself. I don't think I'm good enough, and that's a self-worth problem, but also an actual problem. I live at home at the moment, I don't have a car, I don't have a job as clearly as I'd like one. So I need to sort of solve those problems and actually increase my own value and increase where I am happy before I even consider anything there. So that will consist of goals of actually becoming dateable, I think. That felt really cathartic. I enjoyed this video. I wasn't going to make this video today, I will be honest. I was going to make it tomorrow. But I'm glad I've done it today. Otherwise, I'd be disappointed with myself. So if you're watching, thank you. I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. I know there's only a few views, but I know who is watching. So thank you. And I will see you tomorrow.